All right, so the first song I'm going to show you is a song I use a lot. If you've never really played chords before, if you have, you're probably going to find this quite easy. But if you haven't, this is a great one to start off with. And what we do is we're going to learn how to play Horse with No Name by America. And basically all we're going to do here is we're going to take this E minor chord right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do what I call a split chord. Now, we don't really need to worry about the name of this chord because we're not really going to ever play this chord again. But what you're going to do is you're going to take these fingers, you're going to act like you're doing the splits, okay? And this middle finger is going to go up a string, and this ring finger is going to go down a string. You see that? So I'm taking this chord, and I'm splitting it apart. And then I'm coming back together and splitting them apart. And so if I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I just get used to moving back and forth like that. And you'll notice when I first start learning how to play a song, let's say this is the first song you've ever learned how to play. Okay, whether it is or isn't, let's just think about it that way. The first thing I have to do is I have to make sure that I know my tools. I'm familiar with the materials to play the song, which means, first of all, I need to be familiar with the song. I might need to spend some time just listening to the song, kind of getting used to it a little bit, okay? When I was a kid, I never really had a problem listening to music and kind of being able to listen to the guitar parts and hear them and then kind of dissect them by ear on my guitar, but I know that's not easy for everybody. And so part of what you need to do is take the information that you're given, whether it's me or sheet music or something that you might have, and then take the actual recording of the song and try and find a connection between the two, right? So if you've heard Horse with No Name before, you can kind of hear what I'm doing here. If you've never heard it before, you should go listen to it, right? Because it's going to be awfully hard to do if you've never heard it before. But once you have heard it, if you listen, now what's nice about only strumming once per measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This song is in what we call 4/4 time, which means there's 4 quarter notes. We're counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll notice all I'm doing is strumming on the first one each time. So I'm strumming E minor. On the first one, I'm strumming 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And what's nice about doing that is it's technically giving me 3 beats to get to the next chord. Okay? Now, is it ideally what I want? No, but it's a great place to start. So I could really concentrate. I'm looking at my guitar. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? And I'm concentrating and I'm trying to make those chord changes, and maybe I'm playing along with the song, right? So I'm listening to the chord changes or listening to the beat, and I'm trying to make the changes at the same time, okay? Now, as you get more comfortable with that, you can strum more. A logical place would be to start strumming on 1 and 3. So you start going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, because it's keeping everything even, right? What it is doing, though, is it's making your change time between chords, you're shifting a lot faster because you're strumming more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Gonna shift. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3. And once you can do that, then what you can do is move on and start strumming all 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. What I love about this song is that you can strum all 6 strings, so you're not worried about hitting things and not hitting strings. You're just bashing the whole guitar, okay? And now we're strumming all 4 of those, which gives you even less time to move between chords. So again, if you try and do this and you go, wow, that's too hard, instead of saying, I suck, I can't do this, what you do is figure out why. Why can't you do it? Do you need more work with bouncing? Right? Do you need more work with those chords? Do you need to listen to the song a little bit more because you're completely disconnected from what the song kind of sounds like? Or you're not able to feel it, right? Because some people say, well, I can't play and listen at the same time. Well, there's an art in that as well. That takes time too. So don't feel bad. It's just you got to spend time listening, and then you spend time practicing. Then you spend time listening, And that's the beauty of this, is we get to listen to music. That's part of the job, right? Is actually listening to the music we're going to play. And we try and make a visual connection. I'll drive in my car and I'll have a song on and I can see the song in my head while I'm driving and still not get in an accident. Okay? I can visualize it in my head. I do it all the time. So I'm visualizing the song as I'm listening to the song. So when I go to play along, I already see the chords and things going on in my brain as I'm listening to this song. So if I'm playing along with Horse with No Name, sorry about that, Horse with No Name, I'm hearing it in my head. But are my tools prepared? My materials, am I able to make these two chords, this E minor and this split chord, right? Am I able to bounce them back and forth? Am I able to strum? If I try and strum all 4 beats and it's too hard, maybe I got to go back and only strum on 1 and 3. And these are things you have to think about for every song that you start learning. The more compressed everything becomes, the more stuff you do at once, the harder it is to do. And it takes more practice. That's what guitar playing is all about. Okay? So this is a great one to start with if you've never played this song before. Now, again, there's a section coming up very soon that you're going to start learning all about rhythm. But understand that anytime you strum, there's an up strum in between those downs too that makes things even more busy and gives you even less time to move. But again, I'm going to talk about that more later on. I just want to kind of get you going with some things here.